we are here with the one and only pop music group.
My favorite person that recreated pop music was Charlie D'Amelio.
Okay, well, my aunt is going to ask for a shout out because my aunt was the one to tell me to do this song.
So you guys make TikTok dances a lot, right?
Yeah.
Does this seem like a hard dance to make on TikTok for people to be recreating?
I went home that night after we spent 2 hours talking, and I was like, I'm going to shorten the dance.
Once you were on like the news, my dad was like, what the heck? Like, that's insane.
My parents, when they were like younger, they would listen to pop music. This is like from the OG, guys. This is like limited edition right here. So
What would you guys think if we did 0 posting of our dances next year?
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Stop Talking Kens. We are here with the one and only pop music group. This is so exciting. We are going to get all the tea from them about the dance and the viral fame they've acquired this past competition season. Each of you tell me your age, your name, how long you've been dancing at Project 21, and what color you wear in the dance.
Hi, my name is Madelyn Nasu, and I'm 12 years old, and I've been dancing at Project 21 for 3 years, and my color is green.
Hi, my name is Savannah Musman, and I'm 13 years old. I've been dancing at Project 21 for 3 years, and my color is blue.
Hi, my name is Regan, and I've been dancing at Project 21 since season 4, and my color is red.
Hi, my name is Chloe Mirabal. I'm 13 years old. I've been dancing at Project for 4 years now, and my color is purple.
Hi, my name is Sara Von Rotz. I'm 13 years old, and I've been dancing at Project 21 for 4 years, and I'm color green. And Berkeley and Bris were not able to make it today, but they are 14 years old and been dancing at Project 21 for 3 years, and they're blue and purple.
Okay, now let's just take a moment to introduce the choreographer of this amazing dance.
Hi. Okay, my name is Molly Long. I'm 32 years old. I've been dancing at P21 for 10 years, and my color is all of them, and black.
Let's start at the beginning. Tell me how you guys discovered it was first like going viral on TikTok.
I first discovered that it was going viral on TikTok because like a lot of people have been posting from season 10 live, like all of our dances, and then someone posted pop music, and then it got like more likes than usual, and then I was like going to the comments, and like everyone was like saying like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Then it like kept blowing up, and they were like just loving like the costumes, like loving everything about it. So that's how I first figured out that it was going viral.
I saw pop music on a Project 21 fan page, and I saw it go viral, and I was like seeing Regan posting it all on her story, and I was like, is this going viral? And yeah, I just been seeing it.
I was once on Instagram on my For You page just scrolling, and then I saw pop music continuously pop up, and I was like, is this like going viral or something? And I'm like in the dance.
How I saw pop music go viral is I saw all my teammates reposting it, and then that's when I realized like pop music is like going viral.
Pop music is popping off.
How I first saw pop music is I was just scrolling on TikTok, and then all of a sudden I just like kept scrolling, and it was like pop music, and then somebody was doing it, and it just like kept going, and I was like, wow.
Okay, so you guys have seen a lot of different people do this dance, right? Do you guys have a favorite creator on like any platform that have recreated pop music?
Yes, so my favorite person that recreated pop music was Eliana Gallagher because I always watch her stuff on YouTube because like I'm always online like watching everything. So when I'm chronically online. So when I saw her do it, I was like, oh my gosh, because I'm always watching her, and she's like, I don't think she's a dancer. I think she just cheer or something, but it's just so cool because I watch all these people, so like seeing them do it is like, what the heck, like so cool.
My favorite person that recreated pop music was Charlie D'Amelio because it was so crazy seeing like a TikToker that I've been like watching since I was little
recreate it. It was like crazy.
My favorite person filming pop music was Yo Gabba Gabba. It was like so cute. Like I love the green monster. His arms are like always just straight. It's so funny.
There were so many people that did pop music so good, but my favorite was probably Val.
My favorite person that recreated pop music was probably Alex Earl because she did it really good, and it's crazy to see somebody that like I always watch do something that I'm in.
That was like one of the newer ones, right? Yeah. Alex Earl. My favorite for sure was the dancing sausages. But I like to call them thumbs. I thought they were thumbs at first, so I called them thumbs. But the dancing sausages I thought really killed it. Do you have a favorite?
Well, I think the OG. Like, how can you tell? I've watched this dance like a lot of times in person, and I mean, nothing tops it.
I will say, when you guys discovered it was like going viral, you were talking about the like showcase video, right?
Yeah.
But I think that was like going viral back in February.
It was, but like no one was doing it. And then people started like actually like recreating.
But so like, yeah, when did you find that out? Like that's different than like, because like say Chic went viral too, and Baby went viral too, and Small Town Boy went viral too.
I think it's just like my For You page on TikTok.
It just started coming up.
Yeah. Like one video pop up and I'm like, oh, that's so cool because like You Don't Love Me, a few people did that too. And then I was like, wait, like what the heck? Like it was like every other video was pop music.
But do you think you know who was the first person to do it?
I think maybe I know.
Really?
Like this one girl, she would always like lip sync to like pop music. I always would see her on my For You page like before even the dance went viral. Like she would just like that song. And I think she was like one of the first people.
She was a famous TikToker?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Now, Molly, tell us your initial inspiration for creating this dance.
Okay, well, my aunt is going to ask for a shout out because my aunt was the one to tell me to do this song, but like 3 years ago. And then I was having like such a hard time picking music this year because last year was so great. So I was just like, I put together this like huge playlist and was just like looping everything, and pop music was on it. And I was like, oh, I haven't really like listened to this song and it's like full length before. And I'm like, I think it's kind of cool, like kind of quirky. Like I think it'd be great. And I just like picked it. And I don't know, do you guys think it was weird when I first like played it for you guys?
Like kinda. Like it was like a little like different from like what we did like in the past, especially like with us. But then I was like, once we like finished it, I was like, it's really good.
You trusted the process.
Yeah.
Thanks, girl. Thanks for that. No, but I mean, randomly, Under Pressure randomly went viral like in January too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, I remember it going viral like at Showcase because I think Chantel like DM'd it to me and was like, oh, this is kind of popping off, like yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. So it's like all of your guys's are kind of crazy. And it's weird it came back right before pop music.
Yeah. And like if you watch Molly's TikToks, like when we were arguing on like who has more viral dances, like I think it's clearly us now. So
I think you like it just became like this.
Yeah.
Like even if they get viral dances next year, like they still have a lot of way to go.
Okay. Wait, tell everyone about the TikTok you did with the seniors of the who's going to go more viral.
One day there was a small class and we decided to do a TikTok on like who's more funniest between like the teens and the seniors, between like who's more funniest and who has the most viral dances. And we were fighting back at each other with if the seniors or the teens, but now we said the seniors then, right? Did we say
it like came to a conclusion like of the seniors because they were saying how like You Don't Love Me was like so viral, and like they had like more, I guess, because like Grayson or like more people were in like the
but technically that was teen, like, and that was where it got like technical too.
Yeah, it was like
and confusing. Yeah,
but now I think we have topped it by a lot.
You get it for life, or at least until something else happens.
So the moral consensus was the seniors at the time, and then now you clearly prove them wrong, that it's you guys and you're the most viral.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we were talking a little bit about like rehearsal and when you first heard the music. Do you have like when you were in rehearsal like, oh, this is the part of the dance I think would go viral versus like what has gone viral of the dance?
The part that I thought was going to go most viral was like in the middle, like the
sing it, girl.
The shimmy dooby doo bop. And
I know what you're talking about.
And then like into the hips, but the part before it did it.
Winner.
Yeah.
The part that I thought was going to go most viral is singing in the subway. So
The The part that I thought was gonna go the most viral was like the la 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 la, like all like the jumping around and stuff, because I felt like it was like maybe like the easiest part of the dance, like not for us like when we're doing it because it's like almost at the end, but like it's like most doable. So if people were to recreate it, like I feel like people would basically be able to do that.
Yeah. I thought would be most viral was the end where it goes like New York, London, Paris unit. Everybody talk about pop music. Yeah, that part.
The part that I thought was gonna go most viral was like what Regan said, la 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 la, because like because it's like probably like the funnest part in the dance in my opinion, and it's also like the easiest part, I think.
I feel like you all just described the whole dance. So you thought, that's adorable. I love that. I'm very flattered.
Okay, so you guys make TikTok dances a lot, right? Yeah. Does this seem like a hard dance to make on TikTok for people to be recreating versus like other dances that have gone viral on TikTok?
They teach you these TikTok dances, and I see them once. I'm like, okay, I got it. Let's go. Yeah. And they're always half marking too. Like,
yeah, it's like so easy. It's like
So yes, I'm gonna answer for all of you. Yes.
Okay, now tell us some funny or just memorable rehearsal moments you've had with this group.
I think something funny. I have two things. So in rehearsal, like, as you know, I'm a very big talker, and like I think we all are, but mainly me. So when we walked into rehearsal, we were just like telling like random stuff to Molly, and then it was a 2 hour.
I remember this.
It was a 2 hour long rehearsal, and then like we're just
and I was supposed to be finishing the dance. Yeah. Like I had things
like,
to do.
And it was only like 3 A counts, I think. Yes, it was like the end.
I could have finished it within 10 minutes, and we had a 2 hour rehearsal. But I was like, I'm gonna give myself time. Okay, sorry, go ahead. That set up the scene.
Like we were like planning to like, okay, we're gonna finish it first 30 minutes, clean the dance, we'll be like perfect and good, and then we go into rehearsal, and then we just start talking, and then it leads on to other stuff, and then other stuff, and then she's like, wait, like I think we're like over time.
We were like
too.
15 minutes over the 2 hour rehearsal.
Talking, like no dancing, we just like we're talking the whole entire time. So I thought that was really funny. And then the other time was like when we're actually doing the dance was when like I think it was like the end, and then it's not that funny, but it's funny too.
Wait, I think I know what you're gonna say.
And then like you were filming, and then you sneeze. It was just really funny. Like, and we were like trying to do it. I think it was like our second try already, because like we had to do it again, and then she sneezed in the middle of it, and we were just like all dying
and then
laughing.
You guys just like started busting.
Yeah, we were like,
well, you guys were actually really good because you weren't sure if it was okay to laugh. Yeah, I was feeling, and then I started cracking up because like what? Yeah, that was so funny.
Molly, do you have a memorable rehearsal story?
Yes, I think this kind of ties around the same time where we spent the 2.5 hour rehearsal basically just talking. But I was like stuck. I kept you guys like unfinished, those like 3 counts of 8 for like 3 months.
Yeah, for a long time.
Like we got to the full dance except for the 3/8 counts like in October, and I don't think I finished it until like after the holidays.
Yeah,
which is crazy. So when I finally decided, it might have been after or like the day after our laughing rehearsal, I like went home and I was like, I just think this song is too long. Like I cut it, but I still thought it was too long. So I went home that night after we spent 2 hours talking, and I was like, I'm going to shorten the dance. And so I cut out a part that like I had already choreographed. I was just going to like throw away some choreography. And then I cut it. So instead of like being, it was like over 3 minutes, I think your dance is.
Yeah.
It was like down to like 2:30 or something. And so I walked into the rehearsal and I was like, I'm not going to tell him yet. Like, I'll just have him like mark it and go full out. And then it was like so good. They did it so good.
Yeah.
And I was
it
like,
was really good.
And I told him, I was like, you guys, like, I came into this rehearsal thinking I was going to like cut half of this dance, but you guys just literally did it so good. Like, I'm going to keep it. But I was like, but you have to promise me it's always going to look this good. Otherwise, I'm going to like beat myself up for not cutting it. And they were like, we got you, girl. And so then we ended up just finishing it. And then that's the dance that everyone saw. Yeah.
What was the 3/8 counts the end?
Yes.
Okay.
That fast part.
Okay. And was the viral part where you were going to cut before? Oh, so it's going to stay no matter what. So you guys have competed this like 2 times, like where it hadn't gone viral yet. How has the audience changed versus viral versus not viral?
I feel like when we first did it at our first competition, like it was just like project, like the whole studio. No one like special, like
We're all special.
or no one like no one that like
No fans.
no fans or like anyone that I know of or
Or just like other kids from the competition in general, like
Yeah.
hadn't like come in to specially watch like this dance.
No one came to like watch it, basically.
from or like different studios. But like once we did it like our third competition or like fourth,
Third.
that's when like it started going like more like viral, and that's when like it was getting like really crowded, and I was like super surprised. It was when we did the most viral part, everyone was like cheering us on.
At our third competition, NYCDA, none of us really thought it like anything was gonna happen. But then like when we walked into the room right before pop music, everybody was just like sitting down and had their phones out, and it was like really like cool thinking. And then like we walked on stage and everybody just started screaming, and like I got like really nervous. But it, like when we were doing it, I was excited.
Yeah, it was like right from the walk on
Yeah.
that it was crazy.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it before you guys went to NYCDA because it had already popped off. We had like a big break between our second competition and our third was NYCDA. We had like 8 weeks in between, and that's kind of like when it popped off. But we had a conversation like, oh, do we think it's going to be crazy or not? And we were like we thought it was going to be like You Don't Love Me. And then I had a big talk about how we can't focus on that. No one's going to care about your dance if your dance doesn't look good and clean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know if it was at NYCDA or 24/7, but one of the competitions we had like there was a break before we had pop music, so we were all just like, and I don't think it was like either there was gonna be a break or there wasn't, so we were already backstage, so we were just like sitting or like standing in the wings, whatever, and like it was like 5 minutes long, so we all like got like really scared because like more and more people like were just like entering the room, like flashlights were already on. Yeah, it was at 24/7, but like flashlights were already on and like everything, like I was like, what is happening? Like because we never have like seen any of that for like our dances at least, and like I think it's just like so cool, especially like when you can see everyone like in the audience, like not even just a cheering, like seeing everyone have their phones out and like screaming for you is so cool.
At NYCDA, I looked behind the wings and I saw so many people in the audience, and my mouth was like on the floor. And when we walked out and the intro started, everyone was screaming and my adrenaline was like so high, and I feel like that really pumped up our energy, and it was like the best time.
When I was like on stage for pop music, when the dance was viral at like NYCDA or 24/7, I would see like people on the side of the wings, like just video recording like the whole entire dance, and then I would go onto Instagram or TikTok, and then I'd see them post it, and they were like, I drove 6 hours for this dance just to see it live. And I was just like, oh, thanks. That makes me feel so special. Yeah.
Wait, I have a question. Chloe, who do you look at when you do the shoulders in on talk about gotta pop?
Oh, Bris.
You have
is who I look
Briston?
at. Yeah.
No, I think it's Berkeley. Because you look at Briston.
Yeah.
You know what part I'm talking about?
This part.
Yeah. Wait, do you guys look at each other? Because at the NYCDA one, I don't know if it was like, I don't know if you always did it or it was just like, because it was like such a crazy crowd, but like, do you always like smile at each other and like the eyebrows are like going, no, it's literally so cute. I only noticed at NYCDA and I was like, I wonder if that's like always a thing or if it's just because it was like crazy cheering. But now it looks like you're having so much fun. Yeah, it's so cute.
When we were like facing the back, like I think it was at NYCDA because that was our like first time going on stage when it was viral. We were like all talking to each other. We were like, "What the heck?" Like, on stage? We were like, "What?" like we're always like pumping each other up, but there was no need to do that. So we like right before, I think it was before like the end, like the New York, after that. Really? Yeah. You were like, what the heck? Yeah, like when we're facing back, we were like, what is happening, guys?
Wait, during that part, normally are you like, let's go, let's go?
Yeah, because we're so out of breath. Like it's the hardest part because of like, it's like so much like jumping and like it's in the middle. So we were like, guys, what? Like there's so many people, we don't need to cheer like for ourselves. We have everyone cheering for us.
Okay. Tell me, like, have your like parents or like friends who are like watching you said anything like after you come off stage, like, wow, there's so many people, or like anything like that?
When it first came on my sister's For You page, she like called me screaming and was like, oh my god, oh my goodness. And I was like, wow, like I didn't even really know yet. Like I did, but I didn't think it was like that viral. And she was like screen sharing and she was like, look, and she just like kept sending them to me. I was like, wow. And then like my whole family just like kept talking about it, and I was like, wow, this is like really cool.
More excited about it than you.
Yeah, for sure. Sarah was definitely like, I don't care. Stop sending me.
Yeah. And then my brother did it, and that was something.
People at his school.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his friends.
Yeah, his friends did it.
Once my parents saw at season 10 live pop music and like everyone started doing it, my parents were like so happy that like it was going viral because they loved it as much as like everyone loved it.
They did.
Yeah.
They excited for you?
They were super excited.
Twin?
What does your brother think?
He thought it was cool. A lot of people came up to him at school about me, so that was
It
fun.
probably makes him mad, huh?
Yeah.
When my parents like first saw that it was going viral, it was like my dad is always on Instagram and my mom's like more
Chronically.
on
This
TikTok.
is where you get your chronically online.
My dad is always online. So like he was seeing it, like not just from me reposting it, because like people would tag me and I would like repost it, but he was seeing it everywhere and he was like what is happening? Because like none of our dances, like no one's ever doing them. Like we get like a lot of like hype for them, but like no one's ever like doing them. So he was seeing all these people do it and he was like, what the heck? And then my mom's like scrolling on her For You page and like it's literally like us, like all like every single video to us. So then they were like, what is happening? And then once you were on like the news, my dad was like, what the heck? Like that's insane. And then he wanted the video. He's like, send me that now.
Stop.
Send me that now.
Tell him thanks, Ed.
My mom was scrolling through TikTok and she was finding like pop music, and she kept on sending me all these videos and she was like, isn't this your dance? I was like,
just not sure. You should have been like, no, I've never seen this before in my whole life.
and then I was like, wait, yeah, because I didn't really know it was like viral like that, like TikTok dance. And I was like, wait, I think it is. And then I just saw everyone reposting it. I saw Regan reposting all of these TikToks.
Yeah. If you want someone to repost it out of any of us here, tag her.
Yeah.
I'll like see stuff that I'm tagged in and she's tagged in, which you guys should tag everyone, not just Regan. Love you though. I'm like, I'm not gonna repost that. Regan's got it. She'll just share the love. Yeah.
My parents, when they were like younger, they would listen to pop music. So like they were so excited because I was in that dance and everything, yada yada. And and then they just think it's so cool because it's like their childhood music.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Wait, can we talk about how your dad is P21's biggest fan?
Oh yeah. So like after every class he would ask me, how did class go? And I'd be like, good. And he'd be like, hello, tell me more.
Well,
Like-
and he'll just send me the nicest emails about how P21 is just the best place and it's just top tier training and it's like it's shaping Madelyn into the young woman she's becoming. I love it. I'm all about it. And you should give your dad a shout out for what? Because I talked about it in my podcast with Ken's yesterday.
The story is long, but so I lost my pop music gloves before NYCDA, and
Can
I
you
was
just
like,
note how many weeks there were between our last competition at NYCDA?
like
8. So you didn't check your bag for 8 weeks.
yeah, and I was like, we were about to compete, and then I told Molly that I don't have my gloves, and then
The day of.
yeah, and then
the day. No, the day.
Wait.
The day before.
like
Yeah.
at awards
the
at
day
night,
before.
yeah. And then I told my dad. He was like, okay. And then my dad picked them up, and then he drove like 6 hours.
Yeah, he picked them up in Long Beach and then drove
Yeah.
them to Vegas because your dad was still in Long
Yeah.
Beach.
Thank you, Dad. I love you
And-
so much.
Yes, and I told you I was really proud of you though for telling me because do you think I would have noticed? You do think they were that bad? I honestly don't think I would have noticed. If she didn't tell me, I don't think I would have noticed.
I feel like you would. Yeah.
Selena forgot her costume her senior year, and I didn't notice she was not in the building for like 3 hours.
No.
You were not willing to risk it. Is that what it was?
Yeah, and like I want to thank my mom because like she's like kind of the reason why I told you. Cause like without her, I would have like not build up the confidence.
I would have just like drove home.
I broke my ankle. I can't do pop music tomorrow. Sorry, Molly.
Yeah, so she's like part of the reason why I kind of told you.
Yeah, it's a good life lesson.
Yeah.
Okay, some of you have like kind of touched on this, but have you gained a lot of like public recognition just like at school, walking around the mall from pop music going viral on TikTok?
Like I have like gotten so many people like videoing me like in public, and like at school everyone will like scream like pop music or like red girl and stuff like that. But like the coolest thing that like happened was like when I was at like my local Target, and then like I saw these girls.
Shout out my local Target.
Target, and then I saw these like girls, and like I don't think they were dancers. Like they didn't like really like look like dancers. Like they came from school, like in like school stuff and stuff. And then I was like, they're like, we're dancers. But I was like walking around, and then like they were just staring at me, and I was like, okay, like do I have something on my face, like what? And then like 10 minutes later, like they came up to me and were like, wait, are you that girl that like started that trend? And I was like, oh, like for my studio we have like a dance, and like my teacher choreographed it. But yeah. And then she was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, like I love that trend, like I've been doing it every single
You
day.
should have been like, let's do it together. Or
Yeah.
like, show me the video, girl. I want to see
Yeah.
it.
Well, for me, people like at school would ask me like, can you teach me pop music? Or like some of my closest friends at school would be like, my biggest flex is that my friend is in pop music. Or some people at PE would like do it right in front of me. And
I
yeah.
bet you're like all supportive and like, you go, girl.
Yeah.
Chloe's the best hype girl ever. She's everyone's hype girl.
Well, I'm homeschooled, so like my teacher like was like, oh my gosh, like she doesn't have TikTok, like not on social media, but like her like grandson or like grandkids like told her, and then she was like, hey, I know that girl, and then she's like, oh, I also know Regan, and that was like super cool because like I didn't like really like think that she would know. And then just at convention, people were like, can we do it with you guys? And like, and they would like turn around, or like you'd just be walking and they'd be like doing it.
Wait, your
That's
school
cool.
teacher knows Regan?
Yeah.
Her okay, so like I'm always at Sarah's house first of all, like when she's doing her school, but then also like her grandkids.
Yeah, that sounds not productive.
Her grandkids like go to my school, so like we
Her
figured it
teacher's
out.
grandkids go to your
my
school.
yeah.
Are they the same age?
As me, yeah.
Oh, got it. Like same grade.
Yeah.
Got it.
My friends came up to me and they're like, aren't you that girl in the blue in pop music? I was like, yeah. And they're like, I can't believe I'm friends with you. Like, I'm friends with the famous girl. I was like, yeah.
You're like, yeah, if you want a photo, it'll be $15.
And then this like girl came up to me and she didn't like say anything, and she just started to do the dance. I didn't really know how to react. I was like, yes, girl. But like she just kept on doing it, and she didn't stop either. Like she just kept on going without no explanation.
Like in a loop? Just like once she finished, she
Yeah.
started over again?
Yes. Like about like 3 times.
Oh, wow. You said great stamina. Great stamina. We love it.
Okay, this is kind of sad, but no one at my school knows pop music.
Oh, so
Yeah.
she's a hidden gem.
Yeah. And so like I would like tell them about pop music.
She's like, wait, guys, I'm famous.
And there's like these like grown-up people, they're like teenagers in college, and like yeah, and
You're a teenager in college?
and like they like do it for work, but like they like babysit kids at like school.
Do what for work?
I don't know, they
pop
like
music?
no
Oh.
no, like they like they're like at my school, like the school hires them to like make sure we're like good kids on the playground. And then
like supervisors?
yeah, kind of. And then I told them about pop music, and then they searched it up, and then now it's like all over the For You page, and they're like, it's not going off my For You page.
You're like, you're like this was the plan all along. You didn't know about it, so now I'm forcing it to be all over your
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
I like your strategy, girl.
Something else that I also thought was really cool was like my cousin, like she's like 8 or 9 or 10, one of those. I think she's like 9, I think, or 10. But she
Cherie?
doesn't. Yeah, I think she's 10.
Hopefully
or-
she's not watching
I think
this.
she's 10 or 9. But she's always like on YouTube Shorts and stuff because she doesn't have TikTok. But I'm like not on YouTube, so I didn't know it was like viral like everywhere. I knew like people were doing it on Instagram too, but not as much as like TikTok. But also like she found out about it from like YouTube, which I thought was really cool because like she was seeing it everywhere on YouTube. And like her and her friend who also like don't have TikTok or anything were like, "Can we do it with you?" And I was like, "Yes."
YouTube Shorts are just like little reels, right?
Yeah, basically.
Got it. My mom's a high school principal, and her like teachers at her school are like coming up to her. Oh, they'll like be in her office and see my like photos my mom has hanging, only child vibes, shrines to us always. But we don't have the same last name, so people like don't like her last name's not long, so they don't put it together. But when they see my face, they're like, "Oh my god, is your daughter Molly like the one that's like all over TikTok right now?" And they're like grown like teachers at a high school, like, so it's reaching everywhere. It's kind of crazy. All the generations. Yeah, for sure.
This kind of goes back, but doing it when it went viral again, did you feel more pressure on stage?
I didn't really feel like that much pressure because like we're always good, so like no matter what, like people are gonna see it and be like,
What about when you messed up?
okay, yeah, but when I messed up, that was not good. So, like that would never happen on stage.
You literally did the wrong choreo, I think,
yeah,
girl.
but
What's
that
going
was
on?
from like watching too much of people doing it like a different way. Like I was watching way too much of people like reversing it and stuff. Then I started to reverse it. I was like, wait, like what is right?
What's real?
I
You were
didn't
easily
know.
influenced. We used to
Yeah,
like not let that
not do
happen.
that.
Yeah.
But like I didn't really feel pressure, and like you told us not to like feel like we have to be good for the people, good for you. So
Only opinion that matters, girl.
For me, I feel like yes and no because like when I get like super excited or like under pressure, I like to like go like really like off timing and
Rushing, girl.
yep. So yeah.
But you were great. You had no rushing in sight.
Yes.
Yes. You handled the pressure well.
Guys.
I wasn't really like nervous like on stage. I was more like excited because everybody was like screaming. But like backstage, we all like were going over it so fast, and it's like, wait, what's next? What's next? But we all nailed it on stage.
I kind of felt like a little pressure. Like I was kind of scared if I was going to forget it because so many people were in the audience, and I was like, if I forget it, like everyone's going to see me. Yeah. But when I went on stage, I just felt more confident with all like the cheering, and it was just so fun.
You guys like never, knock on wood, but like I feel like you guys are past the point of like forgetting things on stage. So maybe a little more faith in yourself.
I was like kind of nervous. Like I wasn't nervous before it went viral because like obviously there was not like a lot of people in the audience, but like once a lot of people started to come, I started feeling more pressure because it's like a small group. So like if I didn't get the choreo or like messed up, it would have been really obvious. Yeah. And like it's like so clean and like sharp. So like if you're like then it's gonna be like so obvious. So yeah, and it's so clear, like in the audience you can see everyone.
Yeah,
like,
wait, I have a question. Sorry, girl. And this is mostly about 24/7 Phoenix, our last one, because I don't think it was really like we can apply it to NYCDA. But I feel like no matter where you turned, except for literally behind you with the backdrop, there were cameras coming at you, like from the wings, backstage, like on this side and the front. Was that like so odd? Like when you guys were doing like New York and you were facing this wing, I got a TikTok from that angle, so I'm like, you definitely saw them filming you this way.
like working backstage, like the assistants or like whoever's working backstage is like filming, and then like we'll be scrolling on like our For You page after, and then like it's all these different angles. It's like 5 out of the 10 angles from this dance. It's like the 6th angle is now unlocked. Yeah. I'm like, wow.
There were people like videoing us before we were like even on stage. Like from the wings, they were videoing us marking it, and like we all just like were like, hi.
Wait, didn't you guys say someone came up to you like in like a convention room at 24/7 or something? Like, yes. I remember those random boys, or is that totally off topic? You know what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, I guess that was Anaheim, right? So
That
was
was when it like first like kind of like got likes on TikTok.
Got it.
But that wasn't like people were like recreating
that
it.
was really
I think
weird.
it
When
was,
you
like-
told me that, I was like, huh? Call
Yeah,
security?
It was like people's like brothers of something or like from the competition, and they're like they just came up to us because like you could see us because we were practicing backstage, and
Oh,
then
because
just-
we were getting ready for the closing show.
yeah, for the closing show, and everyone's sitting like really close to us, and then they just pointed at us and were like, "That's them," and then ran, and I was like, "What?" And then, no, they took a picture with flash.
Yes, that's the picture
Like,
freaked me
he
out.
said that's them, and his friend took a picture, and then they ran.
You guys,
and I was
that's
like,
so weird.
and I was looking at the picture, I was like, "Hello, like what is?"
Okay, guys, you've seen this dance a lot. What part annoys you the most when people do it wrong?
1, 2, 3.
Okay,
Like everyone's always like the slow, and they'll do like a head. They're like,
okay.
like that is slow.
And the, like, lock.
Yeah, they're like, look at your suitcase.
Okay, one of you tell us how you do it right. Chloe, take it away.
Okay, guys. So I don't know why people are doing it slow. The OGs just go sharp, sharp.
What's the focus?
The focus.
Stand-
Wait, can I stand up?
Stand up, girl.
Gotta stand up for you guys. So you like this is like from the OG guys. This is like limited edition right here. So let me show you guys.
That was so your father coded. I cannot handle that.
I go like this, like you know what I mean?
Chloe, those are wrong arms. Oh no, actually those are right. Yeah.
You're gonna like look down like at your like arms, like they're gonna be like fisted.
Eyes to
bent,
belly button, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that. And then you're gonna look like at the wall, like look straight that way. And then the arms are just sharp, sharp.
Give us like Regan counter in, and she'll do it like a 8 count before.
Radio, video, dun dun dun. Dun. Boogie with a suitcase.
Oh my God, beautiful!
Yay!
I will say someone was like fighting in the comments about it, like, oh, because I think I posted me and like the jump people doing it, and they're like, finally someone doing the suitcase part right, and like, you know, the internet trolls being like, well, people when they're doing it by themselves, it's so long and such an awkward pause, so instead of just holding it like this, they like slowly and bring some textures and dynamics, because like it goes as a ripple in the real dance, right?
A
So like,
first group, second
yeah,
group.
it's like moving.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, it's just so awkward when you stand there and freeze. I'm like, maybe awkward for you, but I don't make it look awkward.
Yeah.
So that's a you problem. Regan, we were cleaning out the closet because the studio flooded. Look what I found in the closet.
That is so ugly.
No, it's not. This says, Regan, to the best teacher, Molly Long. It's real, great, professional artwork by Regan.
If you guys want one, you have to give me money for it.
Yeah, for sure.
you.
Everything is a business deal from here on
Everything is
out.
business
You want a
deal
photo? $10. You want us to do a TikTok? $500. You want original artwork? $1,000.
here. And like I can sign my name in red if you'd like.
And there's one more. Kez, you want to grab that one? This is a flower, I believe. Look
Wow.
at this.
I like that one better.
The back just says to Molly from Regan, I
Wait,
think.
what happened?
hearts.
Wow.
Yeah. I actually like my this makes me want to like be at the Bahamas or like
Yeah.
Hawaii or something. Jump Hawaii that you won't be at.
That's so sad, guys.
Regan, was this like in addition to the apology letters, or just like you just wanted to do this?
This was because I just felt like being very kind to my kind teacher. So I was like, why not just give her some artwork that I created?
when you were
We would exchange.
Yeah,
artwork.
I would make art for you
Yeah.
when I did like paint by numbers or whatever, like go to those paint classes. She gave me this. I think you started it, and so then
Yeah,
I
I
made one
did.
for you. And because she loves art, and I love art, and so I was
Yeah.
like, let's share our art.
I think I've gotten better since then, though.
Okay, we'll prove it.
I will. I'll bring another one, and you guys will have to stay tuned for that.
Put it like on like
It's just like the
Okay,
wall
doesn't
decor.
really fit the.
Okay. I asked Regan this, but I want you all just first word to come to mind. Each of you give me one word to describe Molly.
We'll start with Sarah.
Great.
One.
First word that comes to mind when you think of Molly.
Outgoing.
Got it, Chloe.
no pressure. Oh God, Chloe.
Details.
Intentional, because there's always something behind what she does.
Aww.
Supportive.
Aww.
Confident.
Do you remember the first time, like where you were when you heard pop music?
no, because my aunt said, listen to the song and do it. And it was like 3 years ago. And I was like, Auntie, not right now. Come on. No. And I just like put it in my back pocket. And then I literally had no idea what I was going to do for them. So I was like, okay, I guess pop music.
Okay, I think a big part of this dance is also the costumes. Yeah. Do you guys like love your costumes this year?
Yeah. I think all of our costumes were really cute this year. Like the ones that really like stood out to me were like baby and pop music, because it's like so different. Like I've never seen like a Leo with like the little like spiky things on it. And like Molly showed us like an inspiration for it. It wasn't the exact thing, but it was like something like it, and we like all really liked it.
Yeah, and I don't know how like I came up with the color, like the jewel gemstone. Yeah, thank you. But the colors were kind of fire too, huh?
Yeah.
It would be like really weird if everyone was the same color.
It would.
Wouldn't that be? Because the inspo pick was like silver or like a pink. Or was it pink? Yeah.
It was pink.
I think there was like 2 inspo picks, and one was like a silver and one was like a light, like muted pink.
Yeah, it didn't really like, the color didn't fit like the vibe for the dance. But also I liked it at like Showcase, because like the colors behind, that's the video that like originally went viral. It just made it look so like cool.
Yeah.
Because it was like in the formation, like the colors would be like behind the people.
Yeah.
Each of you tell me one thing you're looking forward to for season 11.
The thing I'm most excited for season 11 is all of our new groups and Showcase.
Aw, everyone loves Showcase. Christy, you got to come back.
For season 11, what I'm most excited for is probably also group dances and our like new competitions that we're gonna go to next year.
Say it, girl.
Press play.
What I'm most excited for season 11 is definitely like having new groups, but also learning them. Like the process of it is like so fun, like the breaks and like all like the fun stuff that we do.
And you love long rehearsals, you guys tell me.
Yeah, it's so much like fun.
Going in and talking and not learning your group dances.
And next year we're gonna like have it done. We're gonna lock it in.
My goal is to have everything done before 2026.
That's
Christmas
good
break.
goal.
That's my goal.
Wait, did we not this year?
No, we didn't. We did the year before, so it's possible.
Yeah.
But no, not this year. I started Small Town Boy like in January.
Yeah.
And
crazy.
you know, if we hadn't spent that 3 hours talking in pop
would've
music, we
had it.
probably would have. Yeah.
And I'm also excited for Showcase, because like that's when everyone gets to see our dances for the first time, and maybe one of our dances will go viral again.
What are the odds, Regan?
There is no odds. Like we will.
Oh. So the odds are good.
Odds are good. Odds are in your favor.
I'm most excited for season 11 live because it's always like personally my favorite time of the season, because it's our first time doing groups. Everyone gets to see it, and it's always such a good time.
Season 11 live. That's kind of like a mouthful. I haven't even like, you're the first person I've ever heard say that. We just like Showcase. Season 11 live. That's a lot of L's.
I'm most excited to like see the new dances that we're gonna do, like Molly is gonna choreograph, because like now that pop music has set like the high expectation.
Yeah, thanks, Madelyn.
Yeah, and and I'm just like really excited to see how next year's gonna go.
I think we're going to not post any of our dances online until June. What? You just said you agree. June of 2026?
Next year.
Correct.
Oh, you're not going to post them, but like people will see them.
Well, no. Every competition, I'm going to ask the live stream to go off. And
If you want to see the dances, you have to come to season 11 live. It's not it's not live streamed.
Yeah, probably. I really don't want to. Wouldn't that be so not cool for you guys? They love it. I don't.
Molly loves to go dark on social media.
Yeah, I haven't posted. Have I posted any combos recently?
No.
Are you annoyed?
No. I'm kidding. Yeah. We've all been like.
Have you been? Have you been?
A little bit.
Which one first? Wait, give it to Regan too. Oh, that's
Oh,
what
well,
I was.
you guys don't know, but we know the knife one.
The first one after like okay. What would you guys think if we did 0 posting of our dances next year until like June after nationals?
I feel like it would be like different, so like maybe it would actually be like good. So then like we're not like focusing on other stuff than just like getting our dances good, but also it's like fun to have like something to like look forward to when you're in the audience.
You like being popular.
Yeah.
Chloe, what do you think?
I think the same thing as Regan.
Yeah, I think it would like be good because like there'd be no like pressure on like it would be pressure that like we want you to make it.
That's
like
the only one that matters.
yeah.
So everyone's in agreement. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be so mad. Selena says no.
Yeah, I agree with Selena.
I think it's good for us because it's like gives us time to like focus on like what we do and not like other people's opinions.
Not like the external validation. You're getting the validation from yourselves and your dance teacher.
I think it'll be good like not posting until all our groups until June because like we can like we can get like ready until season 11, sorry.
Oh, girl, me always. I'm like, season 7 live? Where are we at?
Season 11 live because like we want our groups to be like really good.
You guys, they're just saying this because I'm here. They're gonna walk out and be like, God, I hope she does not do that. Right? Am I right?
Regan's gonna be like, this is not happening. She better not do that. Regan's like,
Yeah, I'll quit.
Okay, guys, this was so fun. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you so much, Molly, for being here. And thank you guys so much for watching. We love you guys, and make sure to stay tuned for all that's to come.